If in the previous video, the hyena exhausted its prey with relentless chases, this time the terror spreader waited quietly in the water, the crocodile, the master of ambush, which can silence the entire grassland in just a moment. Are you a fan of surprise attacks where everything can change in a split second? Don't hesitate, subscribe to the channel now to not miss the breathtaking confrontations between life and death in the wild. As the scorching African sun burns across the vast grasslands, all creatures head for the river, the last remaining source of precious water amid the harsh, dry season. Here, every step, every bow to drink water can be exchanged for the price of life. For beneath the calm waters, an ancient predator lies motionless, waiting for the perfect moment to strike its fatal blow. The Nile crocodile, a killer that holds the breath of the savannah. As a creature that has survived virtually unchanged for millions of years, the Nile crocodile is not only a living testament to sustainable evolution, but also a symbol of quiet death. Measuring up to 5-6 meters in length, weighing over a ton, and with a bite force of 3,700 psi, the strongest in the animal kingdom, its teeth are enough to attack and grip its prey. The crocodile does not need to chase its prey. It waits patiently like a perfect biological trap. As a herd of impalas approaches the water, everything seems peaceful. But with one missed stridea, Crocodile leaps out of the water like lightning, grabs its victim, and drags it deep into the river. In seconds, the prey disappeared, leaving only a small ripple on the water's surface, an eerie silence. Have you ever witnessed a bite that silenced the wilderness? Leave comment number 1 and let me know what you think. Not only antelopes, zebras, buffalo, even baby hippos have fallen victim to this deadly machine. Crocodiles are not picky, as long as the prey gets close enough to catch them off guard. During the dry season, when all the animals congregate by the river, the chances of a successful ambush increase many times over. Although masters of hiding at the water's edge, crocodiles don't always have the upper hand. Sometimes, a group of adult hippos detects unusual activity near their calves. They quickly approach, open their mouths more than 150 degrees, clearly showing their warning, then together close in, forcing the crocodiles to retreat. There have also been recorded cases where wild buffaloes coordinated well, used their horns steadfastly, and were lucky to escape the top hunting ability of crocodiles. It was one of the rare and surprising moments in the journey of survival in the wild. Still, the role of crocodiles in the ecosystem is undeniable. They cull the weak, the old, and the injured, helping to maintain a balance in the vast herbivore population. Without crocodiles, rivers would become overcrowded, and the entire food chain would be thrown off balance. But life on the river is not all about surprise attacks and ambushes. As the sun rises high, its gentle rays cover the vast grasslands, and another rhythm of life begins to emerge. Appearing on that vast grassland is the image of a kudu antelope walking leisurely, quietly listening to every movement in the wind. Distinguished by its distinctive appearance, its characteristic twisted horns and calm demeanor, the kudu is the embodiment of caution because just one moment of lack of vigilance can end everything in less than a minute. And the one who can end that life is the cheetah. If the crocodile is the notorious predator in the water, then the cheetah is the lightning in the grassland. Famous for running at speeds of up to 112 kilometers per h, this cat does not give its prey a second chance. But, as a solitary hunter, the cheetah is vulnerable to hyenas, lions, and even vultures. The ferocity of the savanna lies not in its speed or claws, but in its ability to keep the kill after each chase. Further out into the savanna, the trees thin out, giving way to open spaces where African elephants roam freely in herds. The steady footsteps imprinted on the ground are an affirmation of a species with a super memory and the ability to lead the herd over hundreds of kilometers to find water. As you can see, elephants are symbols of wisdom and patience, weapons that are completely different from fangs or speed. On a nearby tree trunk, a baboon watched it all. Intelligent, mischievous, and highly social, they are living witnesses to everything that happens on the steppe. When they sense danger, a howl is heard, the whole herd immediately climbs high into trees, away from trouble. But sometimes baboons are troublemakers. They rummage through bird nests, tease hyenas, and even steal ostrich eggs, a creature that no one would dare touch. However, the journey of discovering nature does not stop there. As we gradually leave the vast grasslands, we reach one of Africa's greatest natural wonders, the Okavango Delta. Here, the Okavango River does not flow into the sea, but spreads out into the heart of the Kalahari Desert, creating a fertile oasis in the middle of a dry land. And it is in this wetland that life springs to life every day. Among the reeds swaying in the wind, Impala quietly leans against the clear stream. Standing out with its slender figure and shiny brown fur in the early morning sun, the impala moves gently like small waves on the water. Though often seen as an underdog, the impala is a symbol of agility, fast, agile, and always alert to every little sign from its surroundings. On the other hand, a herd of zebras leisurely crosses the land with rich grass resources. The alternating black and white stripes are like a message that even in simplicity there is a very unique beauty. They live in groups, often accompanied by antelopes or elephants, creating a vivid picture of symbiosis in the floodplain. And then, in the soft afternoon light pouring down from the sky, Giraffe slowly tilted his head down the acacia branches. Standing out from other animals with their exceptionally long necks, they enjoy the world at a different level that not many species can reach. Although their gait is somewhat awkward, their eyes still shine with gentleness, a rare serenity in the midst of ever-moving nature. The Okavango is not just a land, it is the heartbeat of a wild world. There, each species not only lives, but also tells its own story about patience and the silent instincts that keep nature going. It is this patience, coldness, and efficiency that makes the crocodile the one that the whole savanna must be wary of.